My name is Randy.
Hi Facebook, how are you? This is Serena Visegi. I'm Jamila Doolan.
I love you. Me. How are you?
So today's question is this. On your quest to amazing, do you have an army of amazing around you?
I'm just glad to do I'm not going to believe, but I hope you achieve it.
So Serena is the speaker who can't speak and the writer who can't write. And his whole mission is to inspire you, it's to motivate you, and really he just wants to help you achieve your goals.
Okay, just give me a new one.
Yeah, me, I'm Jamila, I'm his right hand woman.
And she got it. And she's part of my army.
And Serena said that I'm part of his army of amazing.
No, some people find some people find a self-made person.
Right. So what Serena just said was this, that there are those people out there who buy into that whole myth, that whole myth of a self-made person.
And the notion to along the way, every people person had a person that really helped them encourage you and really made it amazing.
Right. And what Serena said was this, look, that whole idea of the self-made person, it's a myth because anybody who's successful along the way, they got help. They got help. Somebody encouraged them. Somebody inspired them. Somebody might have actually physically helped them, but they didn't just go it alone and do it alone. They got help.
And if you have enough to you can do it with people. Really, is that was fun.
You said if you humble yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, so what Serena said was that if you humble yourself, if you can humble yourself enough to ask for help, then you get to work with amazing people. And there's nothing better than, being able to work with other people who are like you, amazing, and trying to do amazing things.
So yes, we have a partner over that. Chris Stevenson.
So yesterday we had our partner to the house. His name is Chris Stevenson.
And he did it for the industry for 20 years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Chris has been in the fitness industry for say 20 years.
And he knows sales.
And yeah, he is like a sales master.
So we are going to in a few weeks that we could sales.
Yeah, and honestly, his skills are skills that we need to really brush up on.
Yeah.
So what did we do?
So we just got together and just went over stuff for the area.
Right. So yeah, we just got together with him, and he gave us it was almost like our own personal sales training. It's really kind of cool. In fact, not kind of cool. It was really cool.
It was really fun.
It was really fun.
To get along, and it's really fun to do with someone that you like.
Right, and it was really fun to work with somebody that we like and somebody that we know wants us to do well. And honestly, we got to tap in to his knowledge. But we could only do that because, you humbled yourself and said, hey, you know what? We need to kind of tighten up in this area.
And you know what? A lot of it's about people not knowing how to ask for help.
Right. That whole idea of being overwhelmed. And we all know that feeling. It's that feeling of just not knowing where to start. You have this big project and you don't even know where to begin, right?
I'm ready to really hone what you want to do.
Right. That feeling can be so relieved just by your army of amazing who can step in there and kind of guide you and sort it all out and
Yeah.
help you find your way.
So I got something for you.
Okay, what's your story, Serena?
I wrote a lot of stuff.
Yes, in case you guys didn't know, Serena likes to watch sports talk. A lot of
If
sports talk.
if I tell you how much I didn't say anything.
Yes, if he told you how much sports talk he likes to watch, you'd be like, I wonder how he gets anything done. That's how much sports talk Serena likes to
So
watch.
I heard a story about
Okay, so Serena said that he heard a story about his favorite quarterback, and I so wish we had a camera in here that could show you what's on the wall, but since you can't see it, I'll just have to tell you. There is a jersey right over there of Russell Wilson. So that's how much Serena likes Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
So you heard a story about it. Even, oh gosh.
Awesome.
So to continue on with that, Serena got to meet him, got to give him a book, got to get his autograph, you guys got to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that like made your month.
Yeah.
Definitely made that football season, right?
Yeah. Russell Wilson is a quarterback. Quarterback is a bucket. Yeah, in sports.
Right. In sports or just in football? Come on, because you're thinking about pitchers too if you say sports.
Yeah, but one quarterback and the championship on a team.
That's true.
Okay, then
Pardon?
you think football.
We'll just say in football because we don't want to just start that conversation.
I can go on, but
Right. So Russell Wilson is the quarterback of the Seahawks, and if you don't know, quarterback is the playmaker. Well, I won't say the playmaker, but the quarterback is involved in every offensive play on the field. They are, yes. That's probably the kindest. That's probably mildly put it. Yeah, probably understating their role quite a bit.
Russell Wilson travel with a psychology.
All right, so Mr. Wilson, when he travels with
A sports psychology.
a sports psychologist,
A trainer.
a trainer,
A nutritionist.
a nutritionist,
A trainer.
strength and conditioning coach,
Yeah.
and a strength and conditioning coach.
Not to mention all the coaches on the Seahawks.
Not to mention the fact that he also has access, of course, to all of the other coaches who are on the team, or who are just a part of the team.
And there's no way Russell can do it alone.
Yeah, so he knows that in order to do what he does, he needs this team because he can't do it alone.
Okay, outside of his physical training,
Outside of his physical training,
he probably had someone who was social media,
he probably has someone in trouble for social media,
someone with finances,
someone
finances.
for finance. Yeah, I'm sure he has an accountant or something, or a planner, or both.
But, he did. I just become amazing.
Right, all of these people surround him, and they are his team, and they help him be amazing.
Yeah, so he has a team on the field.
Yeah, then of course, he plays football. So what does he have on the field? He has his team.
So he makes good on his team.
He spends 7 figures on his team.
Yeah.
Are you talking about his teammates as far as his
Yeah.
fellow Seattle Seahawks
No.
teammates, or his team that helps him be
Yeah.
the Russell Wilson that
Yeah.
we know?
The trainer, this is everything.
Right, so it's the 7 figures is spent on the trainer, the psychologist, the nutritionist, and the so on and so on. And it almost sounds indulgent or extravagant, but one could argue easily that it's not. This is what he needs in order to be successful, to go out there and be the playmaker that we all expect for him to be.
Yeah. I don't know where he would. Don't know where he would be without a team.
Right, and let's be honest, without that team, he wouldn't be the Russell Wilson that you're used to.
Think about all the schools, all the requires.
Yeah, it takes a lot of skill and it takes a lot of knowledge to do what he does.
You don't want to come off you don't want to come home all day and wonder what to eat.
Right. What Serena said was, you don't want to come home from a hard day, out there maybe, I don't know, getting mauled or something by a very aggressive offensive lineman, left tackle or something, and wonder, I wonder what I'm going to eat today. It's just not the thought.
Yeah, to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have said offensive lineman, I meant defensive lineman, excuse me.
Yeah, I got that, I think.
Yeah, I know the difference. I'm sorry. But, a lot of people do that. We have our own versions of it. So maybe you don't have a chef to go out and cook for you or a nutritionist, but maybe what you do instead is after working all day, you say, I really don't feel like going home to cook. So you run by the store and you pick up something that's already prepared. It's very similar, correct?
You want to involve them. You should make.
So it's not the same because you're not involving them in the decision making.
Yeah, you want people to you make the right decision.
Right. Okay. So it is different. So what you're saying is very different than what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what I said was you're still doing the work and making the decision. And, when you decide I'm not going to cook tonight, so I'm going to get the help of whoever has already prepared a meal and just pick that up and pay for it and go home.
Yeah.
I made all the decisions in that example.
Yeah.
But
you're like somebody who knows more than you are.
Right.
Make it work for you.
But you're saying that with your army of amazing, these should be people who know more than you. So it's not the same to go pick up a meal as it is for Russell, who has the nutritionist who decides this is your meal plan, and then the chef who actually implements it.
Yeah. And okay, that's how I would agree.
That's how
I would agree.
That's how you always operate it?
Yeah, because I want to create a company that's amazing.
So Serena said that he wants to create a company that's amazing.
I identify all the skills that are needed for the company to grow.
And you've identified the skills that you need in order to make that company grow.
And I can put out a poster.
And you put on the poster.
Yeah, look at it every day.
Yeah, it's in your room, in your office. You're looking at it daily.
And guess what?
What?
I'm not good at muscle. I'm not good at muscle.
Right. And so what Serena said was, the thing is, he's not good at most of those tasks, which kind of stinks, huh?
Yeah, but if if I don't forget, if I live myself.
Right. So that's why Serena has to involve the Army, because he's not good at most of those things. Fortunately, you do have the Army, and that way you don't limit yourself.
I really do ready to come on Facebook Live and do
You need me to go on Facebook Live and do what? Interpret for you?
Yeah.
Well, happy to do it, Mr. Vaseki.
Yeah. But if I can engage in the right way, I can never got people life.
If you didn't engage in the right way, then you wouldn't be able to get on Facebook Live.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And thank you for that. And my skill sets are coming up with good ideas outside and looking at different business models.
Serena said that his skill set is coming up with really good ideas. And let me tell you, because I've worked here for a while, that is completely true. Serena loves to come up with ideas. And what else do you like?
And looking at new business opportunities.
And Serena likes to look at new business opportunities.
But when I look at new business opportunities, I need help putting it into place.
Right, but so often when you look at these business opportunities, you might need some help putting them into place.
Yeah. And there are people, there are experts who think of this stuff all day long.
That's right. There are people who love this. It's their thing. They're experts, and they think about this on a regular basis. Like all day.
Yes. Even the other life, the middle of educator, and she had me get that. That's funny.
Yeah, someone said even getting on Facebook Live, because I helped you with the lesson planning a bit of this.
Yeah. And I was never even that. I would never even thought it that way.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have even thought of it that way, you said.
Yeah. People love me with thought project and execution.
People
will help me with that thought project and execution.
People will help you with thought processes and execution.
Yeah. We're launching in a few weeks.
We're launching something in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's to help you become even more amazing.
And the whole idea is to help you become even more amazing.
Yeah. And then, we about another number in planning launch.
We involve a lot of team members in planning this launch.
And then, her expertise is really understanding the whole process.
Right, and a lot of them, that's their expertise. It's understanding the whole process.
Yeah. It's that way. It's and then I could stay for 10 years, and we're not in English.
Right, and in this case, this person, you could probably study for like 10 years or so, and maybe not know what she knows. She's just really that good.
And she only participated in the video too much.
She's helped you a lot in 2 months?
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
And she's part of our army of amazing. And, it just shows that everybody needs their army, right?
Yeah. Okay. Listen. Tell her focus.
You want to talk about focus?
Yeah, we as human beings have some about it.
It's true. So we as human beings, we like to believe, right, Serena? that we can just do it all the time and just keep going.
But we have some balance.
Right, but we only have so much bandwidth.
And we can put the balance in a few areas.
Exactly. We can't spend that bandwidth everywhere. We have to just, you have to kind of narrow down where you're going to spend it.
When we're doing quarterback, when we're doing quarterback.
All right, so we're going to go back to the quarterback example.
So, wasn't have time to see other overdues.
So, all right, we went back to the quarterback example, and you said that he doesn't have time to...
See other overdues.
Right, so he may not have time to really deeply involve himself in every investment opportunity that comes in his direction.
But there people, I do that.
But there are people who do that. That's their thing. It excites them. They love it. It's their job.
No, why not get undergrad?
And so why not do what?
Why not get them?
Right. So the logical thing to do then is to engage the people who do that.
Yeah.
Can I give you an example of this that's a little different?
What?
In our house, my husband has his set of skills and I have my set of skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're experts in our various areas.
Yeah.
This is the same type of thing, correct?
Yeah.
And I don't really go into his area, and he doesn't merge too often into mine, because there are people, in this case, he's the investment person, and he likes that, and that's his area, and it's given to him, because I don't like it, and I wouldn't understand it, and I have other things that I could be more, it would be a better use of my time for me to do something else that would be more productive for me. In the same way it works for him. There's things that I do that would be more productive for me to do than for him to do. Is that the same?
Yeah. But the more amazing would be the bigger scale that had to be.
Oh, yes. So the more amazing you want to be, the bigger the scale of this.
Think about someone who has. Think about working with. I have someone who has
All right, so in Cernis Company, you have somebody who does social media.
Now record videos.
You have someone who helps you record videos.
Yeah, I have really with everything.
You have someone who helps you with almost everything.
It's like if I didn't I would get nothing done.
Right, and if you didn't have these people, you wouldn't get anything finished.
It would just be a dream.
Right, it would just be a big old dream.
Yeah.
A good dream, though.
And then you take it coming. You take a Fortune 500 company.
You take a Fortune 500 company.
You tell millions around the world.
Exactly, just thousands of people, right?
Yeah. Like, no one person could build iPhone.
It's true. Not one person isn't going to build your iPhone. It's not like they give them the phone and one person assembles it and off it goes.
You know, they have.
It's like building a house.
Yeah, who poured the foundation.
Yeah, it's true. You have somebody who pours the foundation.
Yeah, someone who poured the house.
You have someone who frames the house.
Yeah, someone who did the drywall.
Yeah, you have somebody else who does the drywall.
Electricity.
Yeah, the wiring, the plumbing,
Yeah.
so on and so forth, until the house is complete.
And I'm sure you somewhere out there. someone out there that could build a house from under our brick,
You're sure there's someone out there who could?
build a house under our.
Yeah, there are people out there who can build houses on their own.
But it would take forever and ever.
But it probably takes a lot longer.
And there's no way you can scale like that. There's no way you can scale like that.
Right, there's no way you can scale like that. And to your point, let's say you do want to be a builder. You might be able to do a one-man job for one house a year. But if you want to, at some point, build 60 houses a year, your whole thing's going to change, right?
Yeah, you can't. And like I said, it's so much fun working with other people. It's so much fun working with other people. It's so much.
It's true. Working with others is so much fun.
Yeah. The next that I like working to see two people who know what they're doing.
There's nothing that you
Like more.
like more.
Thinking, unfortunately, people who know what they're doing.
Someone said there's nothing that he likes more than getting on the phone with people who know what they're doing. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because you know it's worse
Yeah.
getting on the phone with people who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That stinks.
And when you can't be into it, you can't be into it, but other people know more than you.
You say you can't get intimidated?
Yeah, we can't. Look, everybody that cannot know something that you don't know.
All right, so you can't get intimidated by people who know more than you in that particular area because let's just tell the truth. We all know something that somebody else doesn't know.
And we all know something, that person doesn't know.
Right, you know something that that person doesn't know.
Yeah, so why not learn from them?
So why not learn from them?
Yeah. So maybe we would answer that. What are they called? Friends?
All right, so next week, we're going to talk about the components of the Army. Because, see, this week you learned that, hey, you have to have the Army, and what the Army looks like and why you have it, and so on and so forth. Why you have the Army. And then next week, we're going to learn about the components, what makes up the Army.
What?
Yeah, and you'd be surprised sometimes that Army might even consist of people who are just random. Yeah, it could be. It just could be. Yeah. So we'll see you next week. And until then, don't forget.
Go be me.
That's right. Go be amazing. Thank you so much and enjoy your day.